amables amigos, welcome back once again to another episode of the Club Lucha Podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Foos, here with Flo. How you doing, Flo?
I'm all right.
Unfortunately, Soups is still MIA. Last we heard, he was traversing through the jungles of Bolivia. We hope he comes back soon, safe and sound, having completed his mission. So, hopefully back soon. We are back here with this episode to talk about, I think it's been a week and a half since our last one. We couldn't get it recorded during the week. We can do it on Sunday. I'll put it out tomorrow on Monday, so then people feel like, new episode, last episode.
Next episode we'll do a best of, maybe.
Yeah. I think that would be the best move because, the year will be officially over by the time we record our next one, by the time we post it.
That's true.
We'll have a chance to really look back at everything throughout the year. I thought it was a really good year for a lot of people. Beyond just the ticket selling stuff, like the in-ring stuff, I thought there was a lot of really good stuff in a lot of places throughout the world of Lucha Libre. Inside Mexico, outside Mexico. Obviously, I think that it's pretty good stuff. I was actually catching up on a few things this past week. For example, the Michinoku Pro show. Grande Uno 2025 that was main evented by two young
Mexicans.
Yes, super young Mexicans. Main evented that Michinoku Pro show. Pantera Jr. and Sangre Azteca Jr. That match was really good. Did you watch that one?
Not yet. I still need to go back and watch it. I'm too busy watching Monterrey Indies.
That's real. Somebody's got to watch them. Or else we'll never cover them. We won't get to them. There's a lot to watch, There's no shame, really, if you miss something. And especially if it's something smaller. Because, you can miss, the big stuff. There's, 1,000 people that talk about it, infinite amounts of channels that talk about just, the big, WWE, AEW.
Exactly.
Wow.
I'm the only one that's watching Northern Mexico Indies. I'm the only one that's talking about UPW.
And here's the thing. It has paid off for you in dividends because quite literally every time there's this prospect on these smaller indie shows, these smaller regional indie shows, Floke is one of the first people to pick up on them. And, he'll watch the footage over time.
Exactly.
And
Henry, he's going to be in Torneo de Escuelas.
Yeah, so Flo can always pick him out, and you've been on it every time. Every time you're yeah, this guy's really good, and then they show up on a CMLL show or sometimes a Triple A show or something. They're good. So if anybody needs a regional scout, Flo is your guy. But the Michinoku Pro, that main event, I watched that one, and I will say, it was really, really good. I thought a lot of it was just insane. Pantera Jr. at one point, they're taking some of the craziest, not super dangerous, I wouldn't say ungodly bumps. They're not landing on their necks or anything, but they're taking some back bumps that look like they hurt so bad. There's one with Sangre Azteca Jr. is on the outside, and Pantera Jr. gets him down on the outside, and he goes back in the ring, hits the ropes, Tope Suicida over the top, flat back, lands on Sangre Azteca, kind of almost like what Hijo del Santo would do from the top rope, but then he'd get up and keep running. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I think I've seen Super Astro do it too before, just laying on the floor. Super Calo, I think, did it. So it's not a new one, but it was awesome. Excuse me, I had to sneeze crazy. I let that out, but
bless you, edit out sneeze.
It was really cool. I thought just the fact that it was two Mexicans, like prospects like Sangre Seca Jr. and Pantera Jr. being put in this main event, and then really I think delivering the finish. It was not perfect. I don't think. I think there was a miscommunication somewhere on it, or maybe the fact that it ended like that was the point. Pantera Jr. puts Sangre Seca Jr. in kind of like a cruceta, like the leg lock, and Sangre Seca Jr. Because like in Mexico, you can like slam on the mat like you're tapping, but you're not tapping, right? You have to verbally tap, right? You have to verbally give up. I think either this was part of the finish or this was miscommunicated and ended up being the finish. But Sangre Seca Jr. was like tapping, but saying no, like he wasn't done. But the ref took it like he was tapping out. And it was kind of confusing. I was like, I wasn't sure if, that was the intended finish or if it was like maybe like he was going to hold it a little longer and they were going to, maybe just the timing was off. But I will say, besides the finish, though, it was awesome. It was a great match. Let's see. So in the past week, we had, the past 2 weeks now, week and a half. We can be a little liberal with that. Last week, we had the two big CML and AAA shows. CML Dream Match Friday, AAA Guerra de Titanes. We can talk about those briefly. I know you said you didn't watch the AAA show. You didn't watch either of them, right?
I watched fucking UPW, bro. I was not watching.
Sorry,
man. I'm not watching WWE. I'm not watching NXT Mexico, and I'm not watching CML whenever. Yeah, when AEW guys are. I'm sorry, I'm not. I can't. It's not for me.
I get it. I mean, I watched them. I thought both of them were good. I will say I do think both of them were good, but I was telling you earlier, I don't think that either of them reached like great or best of for me for the year. With the AAA show, there's like, I thought all the matches were good. They did not have one. There was one that actually I did not like, and I didn't.
You were a big fan of the Wyatt Six match?
Oh, wait a minute. I didn't like Hijo de Dr. Wagner Jr. and Ethan Page because I thought it was weirdly overbooked. It was overbooked, and it didn't even go 6 minutes. And I don't think the problem was really with like the people in the match. I think, I think they were both fine. I like Hijo de Dr. Wagner Jr. a lot. That's quite literally my favorite guy in AAA. Hijo de Dr. Wagner Jr. I think that, I like him more than Dom. I like him more than Dragon Lee. I like him more than Barca. I like him more than like anybody else, right? More than Psycho. I just think Hijo de Dr. Wagner Jr. is...
But you don't like him more than Chessman.
Oh, wait a minute. I just think Hijo de Dr. Wagner Jr. is like probably the most complete wrestler there. He's the most complete luchador, right? I think that he is very good in ring. I think he's very charismatic, again, in ring, and all this stuff. And I'm not a big like Ethan Page guy or anything. I'm not a fan.
I don't think anyone is. I'm not.
He play like a pretty good heel, I guess. I'm not really watching a lot of Ethan Page matches, but from what I've seen, the matches I've seen him in, I've never really been.
Gotta ask Seuss for that.
This is Canadian brother.
Exactly.
But this match, like their Halloween Havoc match, I think that was when they was for the North American, yeah. And this one was for the Latin American belt. This is a feud that's been going on for a while since that last show. I mean, they've been kind of going back and forth.
That's literally October, dog.
Yeah. My big problem was like, they've been building this match, and again, I don't blame the actual people in the match. I think the booking was just bad. Like, and so you can agree. Yeah. Look, let's talk about that here in a minute because I've seen some crazy takes. But back to this match, like this feud is like kind of been going and going and going, and like I figured, okay, like the big Triple A show, like it's gonna be the blow off. It'll go, and the thing is, it didn't have to go 22, right? It didn't have to go like more than.
Could have gone like 12.
Yeah, 10, 11, like maybe even 8 or 9. Like if it was like if they were short on time, but like this match, like it was like they hit all their stuff early, looked good, and then like Ethan Page had like a little tool or something. He had like a little weapon, and it was just like a hide the weapons spot. He bops Hijo de Dr. Wagner Jr. with it, I think, and then like they count it, Ethan Page, and then they restart the match after Mr. Iguana comes in, and like they restart the match, and then immediately Wagner Driver 1, 2, 3, which like not a problem.
Trying to set up Mr. Iguana as the next challenger, dog.
I was just like, what, like.
So funny.
It didn't feel like, it felt like they were protecting Ethan Page way too much without like giving Wagner like the legitimate win. It felt like Wagner didn't like, I don't know. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it just felt like, I was like, come on, like this has been going for months, and it didn't even go 6 minutes. It was like 5:50 or something, I was just shocked. And at first I was like, false, the fake out of, oh, Wagner lost his belt to Ethan Page, and then I was like, well, it could have been worse. He could have actually lost the belt like that. I would have, like, for real, I just hated the entire thing for that. Like, that would have put the sourest taste in my mouth. But it was, a little bit remedied with him retaining, but still, like, I was like, hey, they didn't even really need to do that. Like, they could have just, Wagner could have just gone over. Like, Ethan Page went over in the U.S. Wagner could have just gone over here, and that would have been fine, Like,
exactly. Like, they could have just had El Ojo interfere with Wagner and help Wagner win.
El Ojo's dead.
No, it's not.
El Ojo's cooked.
El Ojo has a brand new version.
This is something else, dude. This is Omos and El Hijo del Vikingo. And Dorian.
Dude, that's how they're gonna bring back Big Patron. They're gonna have him be the big face. They're gonna have him be the big técnico to defeat Vikingo and Omos.
They would not. I mean,
and he's gonna bring Hijo de Dos Caras with him.
Oh man, this is gonna be the new El Ejército Triple A.
Yeah, Ejército Triple A. Yeah.
Dude, it's gonna be that, and it's gonna be Hijo de Dos Caras and El Patron, dude. That'd be. I saw he's off La Granja VIP.
They kicked him out, yeah.
Well, that sucks for him. I also saw that he came back.
We all cried that night.
He came back. What was his first show?
It was some random show that Mas Lucha streamed, I think. It was like an homenaje a Dos Caras show.
Oh, yeah.
And there was another show I think he did where it was like him versus... Surprise, El Negocio Tramado.
I really did low-key, like there was a spot in the back of my mind. I was like, if they're going for like a big shock, if they're going to do a big shock return here, it might be El Patron. But it looks like they're still, like WWE is still, I want to say correctly at this point, because I feel like a lot of the heat that he had is probably dissipated by now. He was like the main guy at the beginning of the year for Triple A, and now he's, scrubbed out, which some people, that's neither here nor there for me. For me, he wasn't really doing it. I've said it before, he wasn't really my guy, but other people liked it, and you know what? If they liked it, it's fine. There was a moment, though, where I was like, El Patron, are they bringing him back for real? And then, yeah, they just didn't. They did Omos.
It's just Omos. It's just Omos, man.
Yeah,
we all punched our screens when that happened. We're all expecting either Fresero or Patron, but no, it ended up being Omos.
He fried Dragon Lee. Omos came out, just smoked him on that powerbomb. What else? What else was notable from that show? The main was Dom and
the
Gran Americano, against
Lucha brother. I mean King and
King and Rey Mysterio. Yeah, that was pretty good. I thought it was pretty good.
Lucha brother got injured.
Did he really? Oh yeah, no, yeah. Penta.
Lucha brother has been injured.
Penta. I don't know. I think Dom got injured. I was seeing posts from people saying Dom got injured in that match.
Let's go. I hope he retires.
Oh man. Not me. Keep going, Dom. Keep going. You got it, King. Get up.
I'm tired.
I see that it's grand opening, grand closing on Los Gringos Locos 2.0.
That's funny.
I think that they have officially, I don't know if it's official, but I think they might be trending towards, from what I have seen, here's another rumor for everyone who doesn't follow a lot of the Lucha Instagram, Lucha Facebook stuff. The rumor that's being pushed now is that Chad Gable is going to come back as El Grande Americano, and they're going to do Máscara contra Máscara. This is what the belief is. I don't know if there's any actual official reports, but this is what I've been seeing. Máscara contra Máscara. Grande Americano 1 versus Grande Americano 2.
Looks like Naucalpan Mr. Niebla versus CML Mr. Niebla. Yeah. It was dog shit.
It's like, all right, man. I don't think, honestly, like, if we're just being completely honest, Chad Gable, you got to find something else to do, man. Like, it's clear that people really...
Go back to your Alpha Academy, whatever the hell.
Yeah. He's going to have to find something else because Ludwig Kaiser, I mean, he stole his chain crazy on that one. Like, yeah, I don't know. If they want to do, like, a Técnico Grande Americano, I don't think it'd work with Chad Gable. Considering like the entire start of the character was completely different. Yeah, completely different from what this is. Ludwig plays it more in earnest, I think, and he plays it more of like I'm one of you guys, and Gable was more of like not that. Not that, but
God damn it, someone's gonna clip that.
Yeah. Well,
we're gonna clip me say, yeah, bring it up.
But yeah, I thought it was, you know, now the thing that left a sour taste in my mouth was the because, and you know, something I've realized is like, it's always when I go and like I watch, you know, like last year with the WrestleMania I watched where it was Santos Escobar and Dom against Andrade and Rey. This was a WrestleMania match. And honestly, the writing kind of should have been on the wall then, with how that one ended, with the Philadelphia Eagles coming in and like getting the Technicals a win in that. And it's like when I tune in to watch a match that is like vaguely, you know, this could be, you know, I'm slightly interested in this, how this will go. It's like they go out of their way to book that match the way that I don't like. That it's just completely unenjoyable to me, you know.
Mm-hmm. So we're gonna get the eagle from America to come here.
It's next like time. Yeah, it's like I don't know. It's probably not on purpose, but it's just a little funny that it's coincidentally like I watched Guerra Titanes, wanted to see really the Wagner, you know, most interested in the Wagner defense, and then that's the one that's like the worst booked. And then, dude, I go online and I'm like, I didn't like that. And then I go online, dude, and I scroll, dude, and I see 50,000 videos and memes of people being like Undertaker with three A's, you know, best booker.
They all stand for ass.
Best booker ever. And I'm just like, man, are we watching the same thing sometimes? Like, do y'all just not care for this part? Do I care about the parts that y'all don't care about? Or like, what's
they only care about hype moments, bro. They only care about hype moments and aura.
To me, I was just like, man, like I just can't agree with that. Also, if we want to talk briefly talk about the CMLL Dream Match Friday, I also thought that one was just good as well. It doesn't make any year and less for me either. The Soberano Jr. Kevin Knight match, I thought it was good. Soberano Jr. and Kevin Knight actually have a lot of charisma together. Do they have a better match? Maybe. Speedball and Máscara Dorada, that was good as well.
Máscara Clasista won, right?
Yeah. Yeah, he did. It was a good match again, but like nothing that really blew me out of the water for the year.
He can't keep getting away with this. Someone needs to stop him.
And then the big one, the one I was most anticipating, I did think was really good. I thought it could have gone a little longer though. That's the one thing. I thought it really could have gone maybe like 3 or 4 minutes. And maybe the thing is too, when watching these, in the back of my mind, I was like, they have that Continental Classic tournament going in AEW with all these guys, right? So like, I was like, if they didn't have like all these super intense matches in the last like 2 weeks, would these matches have been better? Would these matches have been a little different? Because guys, I mean, some of those Continental Classic matches that I watched, these guys are destroying themselves. Like, and I mean, if none of them are hurt, get through it. You know, it's cool, it's awesome, and all that. But like, that was just one of the thoughts in the back of my mind for that one. Ultimo Guerrero and Claudio, though, there was a point where Ultimo Guerrero went to the top, and I think, I'm not certain, but somebody had mentioned maybe Claudio would catch Ultimo Guerrero off a dive like Ultimo Guerrero used to do. When people would dive and he just catch them and just kind of like perfectly, like unmoving, and then just like slam them or post them or something. I think there was a point where they tried to do that, but I think maybe
failed.
Yeah, the angle maybe it was a bit short, and Claudio didn't all the way under him. Like it hit, but Claudio didn't keep him up, is what I'm saying. I think maybe they went for it, but they just couldn't get it. But I don't think it hurt the match or anything. I thought the match was actually quite good. Claudio and Ultimo Guerrero.
Yes.
It was just a classic, Claudio was really playing up, being rudo. Ultimo Guerrero was trying really hard to rally, but, it gets past you, like he's not the top guy anymore.
Yeah.
Time. It's just time. But it doesn't, I'm not saying like he was bad. Like obviously he was still very good, but like, credibility wise, like, you don't really expect Ultimo Guerrero, especially because he has not been booked as like this unbeatable monster anymore. Like I'm not sure if that's, if he's ever been booked as the unbeatable monster, but like he's not like the top guy. He's not going to be Claudio in this, especially Claudio has been looking really good, I think, in all his.
I need a new top guy.
I will say this.
That guy.
Do you remember last year, the ROH AEW show in December?
On that fucking stunk.
Yeah, look, I'll say that this show was way better than that one. I will say that. This show was way
had one
better.
Good match.
Yeah.
It was literally Rocky versus Flip.
That match was awesome, too. That match was so good. Oh, man, I miss Flip so bad, dude.
You need Flip back. What is it like? Hey, Dave Meltzer, do us a favor. Scoop in, do your scoopers, and check how much time Flip is going to be out. We need him back.
Dude, we need Flip Gordon back so bad.
Give us an estimated injury time comeback. We need him back.
This is not
even to see a rematch in Piano. Like,
we do a lot of bits. We do a lot of jokes on here. This one is not a bit or a joke. Like, we are 100% earnest. Flip Gordon, if you're just listening, like
what does he hold? The middleweight title? Is that what he holds?
Yeah, the world historic.
Yeah, I don't know who's in the middle. I want to see another middleweight title. I want to see him in another big title singles, or just another big singles match. Okay, like,
yeah, or just bring him back. Like, obviously,
like have him face Yutani or some shit. I don't know.
Oh, Yutani, that would be a good one. Yutani and Flip Gordon.
What? Yes.
That would be awesome. But Flip is awesome, dude. Flip and CMLL, like, if you guys aren't tapped in, if this is one of your first times listening to this podcast, and I don't know, maybe you only know Flip Gordon from, like,
Flat Earth.
ROH, yeah, and Flat Earth, like, he's a different beast in CMLL, man. Like, this is, like, prime Flip Gordon environment. And he's not a flat earther anymore. He said it, so, you can't.
Yeah, exactly. You know who hasn't changed, though? Tessa Blanchard. Get her off the shows. Please.
When was the last one? I don't even remember. She was on.
No, but It's definitely a recent one. I know it was probably like a Tuesday show.
Yeah. She beat Celsius not that long ago, man. I was like, no.
You see what I mean? Dude, half of CML women's division is like gone because of vacations right now, dog. They have like 4 or 5
Yeah.
active women.
Yeah. Candela,
Well,
though.
once I can actually walk because Marcela is she's
Marcela
got
is cooked. She's just, time is just,
Marcela's knees might be more cooked than Naito's knees. That's all I'm saying.
it's just, legendary. One of the best to ever do it in CMLL. One of the best women to ever compete in CMLL. But
Please hang up the boots. It's time.
yeah, time
Don't
is
become
just
a
unbeatable.
Tiffany or Papola, please.
Tiffany just lost her hair like last week. I'm pretty sure.
Exactly. And then because of that match, someone is speculated to maybe have been left CML.
Oh yeah, Mije.
Daniel? No,
Oh, and
Mije
Cranio.
already announced he left. Daniel
Yeah.
might be leaving.
Because Cranio's married to Tiffany, right?
Yep, and he appeared post match, and that's technically not allowed because someone Fabi Apache was also there post match.
Ah, well,
Oh, dude,
Cranio
did you hear this? Did you read the story about what happened at that same show
with what?
about Charlie Manson
Oh
being like
yeah.
so drunk that they literally told him like, hey, you can't go up there. And you know what's funny? Like even Rob Viper mentioned, he was like, you know how funny it is that you're so fucked up that they don't even allow you to go up there and wrestle with people like Fresero and Pierrot.
Yeah, that's
People that are notoriously known for going up under the influence.
rough.
And so they sent, who they sent out Mocho Cota Jr. in his street clothes.
That's crazy. Just what was he
And
wearing? What was he wearing? Just like jeans
I,
or?
I, I haven't seen the match, but it's speculated. It said that he was wearing just his normal street clothes. That he was just backstage in the arena, and they were like, "Hey, Charlie can't go up. You gotta go for him."
He just
And
runs
so they
in.
sent him out. Yeah, they sent him out in street clothes.
It should have just been
Like,
like it's
hey,
a street match now, so that's why he's wearing street
yeah,
clothes.
it's crazy because then it was revealed afterwards. I think like the post match interviews, it was revealed that El Poder del Norte was gonna be splitting up finally.
Damn.
Well, they're not all of them, but like Maniacop and Carta Brava Jr. were splitting from Mochocota for some reason.
Damn. Well, keep an eye on that.
It's, it's crazy.
Let me
Arena
think.
Nesa show wild as fuck.
Did you see? One of the pigs just
Yes, I
absolutely
saw the video. Dude, that shit was hilarious.
bust that guy
Dude,
over the head with that chair?
dude.
Oh
Was it
my
Internet
god.
was it Internet Park Jr. Was it Hijo de I don't know who it was. It was one of the two, but them just trying to hold him back was hilarious.
Trying to
And then
stop
it's like
him. The
the
thing is,
pig is
like,
like, "You bitch, I don't give a fuck."
the thing
Damn.
is, like, they was so disproportional to what they did. They threw some beer on him, and this guy down picks up a
Pulling it
chair
out hard.
and smashes it, smashes it on the fan who threw some beer on him. I'm like, okay, like, as a fan, don't do that, right? Like, obviously, as a fan, this happens a lot though, so it's not like this big
Yeah.
huge thing, but it is a thing that maybe should stop at some point because, like, at some point, someone could get really hurt. Like,
The pig really threw another app park. He said another app park. He's like, nah, man, I'm not letting that slide.
exactly. Like, Elliot Park will punch you in the face. That is, very
The pig
obvious.
said, fuck that. I'm hitting you with a chair.
He brained him with that thing. He put the guy put his hands up at the last moment, so he was able to, like. But I'm sure that did not feel good, and I'm sure the possibility of being concussed from that is higher than zero.
Yeah.
But I saw that and I was just like, Jesus Christ! Like,
These are the guys that are main eventing at Ciudad de Mexico in these shows.
fried him. I was just like, man, I haven't seen any like I've seen like the usual like pages posted, but it's been very like not blown up at all, Which I'm not saying oh, everybody should rally. I'm not saying any of that, obviously, but it is interesting what gets picked up and what doesn't. Like the sort of happenings throughout a week, you know.
It's crazy, yeah, because you would expect it to go bigger, especially since like earlier in the year when that Park punched a fan, it actually kind of went
Yeah.
it gained a good amount of traction, but this fucking pig hitting someone in the head with a chair is not getting traction. Like what?
I mean, like, at least pull a license, you know, like
Exactly.
El Patron. You remember when he got
Yeah, I
suspended
think
from
it's
Tijuana for
yeah.
this is I think this is worse. I mean, he smashed that guy over the head, and it's like again, like don't throw beer, don't don't mess with the performers, but also like it's some beer and you're a wrestler.
Exactly. Not a good one, but
yeah, that's not the end of the world for you. You know, some beer, some water, like come on, like we have to be able to manage our impulses a little better than he smoked that guy. Like I don't know, man, that was crazy to me.
it was wild. Oh, and then Shocker lost his hair for the second time ever in his wrestling career.
Yeah, Shocker, God Almighty, to
Damn it, Azul.
yeah, well,
In a horrible match. I saw bits of the match. Oh, that was terrible, man.
You know what I have been hearing bad reviews from? It breaks my heart every time I hear them too, man. That Santo Jr. Apuestas.
Yeah, I haven't even watched it. I'm literally just memeing about it because yesterday with the pick'em,
Yeah.
I tied I was in the tie for person who could have won it.
No way.
And then I lost the tiebreaker because I censored. The tiebreaker was post the length of how much you think how long the main event is gonna be, and I just put the link to fucking Santo Jr. A fan cam of Santo Jr. versus I am Blanco Jr.
You don't even watch AEW. This is crazy. You almost won the pick of not even watching the show.
I didn't even watch the show, and then the only reason I lost was because I sent him I linked Santo Jr. versus Ángel Blanco Jr.'s apuestas as the tiebreaker.
God Almighty. Yeah, dude. I was gonna watch it, but then like people whose opinions I really value have told me, and I have read that it's just not very good. And I was like, well,
Apparently it was heatless. It was boring.
Yeah, there's like other matches that I can watch instead, that have been recommended that were really good. So I'm like,
exactly. Why would I watch Santo Jr. versus Ángel Blanco Jr. when I can watch the latest edition of Cesaro Jr. versus Guerra Jr.
Did you see? This is crazy. This is just today. Did you see that they sold out Arena Mexico today on Sunday?
Yeah,
that's nuts.
I saw some matches from the IWRG Revolution show. The tag title match is really good. It was it was Mexa Boys versus the Revolution Crew versus Los Macizos. It's pretty good. And then the middleweight match was the match for the middleweight title was also pretty good. Toxin won that one.
I'm gonna have to watch. I'll have to check some of these out. I have a lot to watch before our dang.
My ass was not watching Villano Quinto Jr. versus Axel, but I was not watching that.
It wasn't good. Do you know if it's good?
I don't know. I didn't watch.
Oh man.
I think it was actually a three-way. I think it was Axel versus Blue Demon Jr. versus Villano Quinto Jr. I think that was the match.
Blue Demon Jr. he's back, right?
I think, yeah.
He was in like a horrible accident, and like not even like I feel like that wasn't even 2 months ago. Honestly, they had like this. They had this big old thing. They did like this big thing where he was like they were in the hospital, and then they had this big thing where like. He went to the doctor, and the doctor had on like a Blue Demon mask. Did he?
His rage healed him through the pain.
Yeah, I guess. I guess it wasn't too bad. I guess that's really good. Really good that he's
I was
back.
not watching that, and then I was not watching the other match that had Las Shotas and I forget. It was like Las Shotas and so another group. I was not watching that. I think it was the Pigs. Yeah, I was not watching.
Did you watch Did you watch the CMLL show from Friday?
Not yet. I watched the title match from the women's tag title match. I'm still catching up on some CML. Only the matches that interest me though.
I will
I mainly,
say,
like I said, I've been watching Arena Tal shit. I've been watching like I watched the UPW show. They had two really good matches. There was Carro Negro versus Baby Extreme versus Laredo Kid for the UPW Cruiserweight title. That one was really good. And then it also had Alberto Rios defending his UPW Hardcore title versus Mr. VIP Duque, and that match was excellent. That's one of my favorite matches of the year. 100%. That one was great. I definitely recommend everyone check that one out.
I'll say about the CML Friday show. It was good. It was just like it was a Friday show, you know. I feel like the floor on those. I mean, we said it before. The floor on those is pretty high. I think. Weird moments, some weird ref moments. Vaquerita disqualified Sanelli and Celxis really early. I mean, the match was. They were only in the second fall, and Vaquerita disqualified them 6 minutes into the match, and I was just like, well, all right. Which I think her disqualifying them there kind of like killed the next match's finish, because that one was supposed to be like a disqualification, like a purposeful disqualification, because Los Villanos,
That's oh yeah.
they were
I saw
beating up,
the
they were beating up Futuro and Max Star, and
yeah.
that one was like on purpose, like they were purposely like being like,
They were doing that on yeah.
and to me I was just like, well, they did that on accident in the last match. It kind of
Yeah.
like deflated this one a little bit, but I still thought, obviously those are my guys, so like I still thought the match was good.
Yeah.
Just beyond that, the last three they were good, but I mean, that's just it. That's all I can say about them. They were good. Like,
Yeah.
um, the quality of them.
Yeah.
You know,
There was actually one really pretty good Comarca Lagunera indie match that I saw too. It was what are they called? La Muralla Lagunera or something like that. It's Imperio and Rayo Dorado. It was versus Los Ilegales. Don't ask why they're called that, but it's
oh man,
Borrego Salvaje Jr. and Columbus. It was a pretty good tag title match. I was hoping Los Ilegales would win, but they lost. So
oh well,
it was a
well,
good match though. It's on you know where to find it. It's on Angelito Elegante's channel. Got to
I'm
do some
still.
digging.
I was gonna say I'm still a member on there. I always pay my dues. Every month I'll pay my little membership. It's not much, but it helps the channel. And
Exactly.
obviously that channel is like one of the only ones who posts like the indies from Torreon. So
Yeah, they do the Torreon and Gomez Palacio area.
yeah, so
Durango,
obviously I'm
yeah.
gonna support that if I can.
Oh, did you see this clip that I don't think I sent you the clip in the channel, but look at the group chat. Dude, this clip is fucking insane. I like completely skipped over this match on accident. But dude, this fucking finish was crazy because I don't think it was supposed to go like that, like at all.
Let's see. God Almighty, God
I
Almighty,
don't think I don't think that was supposed to happen.
God Almighty. Okay, I think she was protected, but that still looked brutal. Like I don't think she hit her head on that, but she didn't get up all the way, so it looks really
That's what I'm
impactful.
saying.
Oh my god, it's like a package pile driver, but she doesn't get her up all the way. So like she kind of gets her up a little, and as she's getting her up,
That's
she's already going
Wiz.
down.
Oh,
That might actually be like, you can consistently do that. That might be a really good finisher. That looked really crazy.
that would be yeah, exactly. I was so surprised. That's a whole show that I skipped on accident except for one match. I was going back and watching it right now before we were recording. The show was mostly fine, but that match was really good. It was Miss Guerrera versus Emperatriz for the SLL Women's Championship, and I was like, God damn.
It looked brutal. wow, God Almighty.
Have you watched the Rey de Monterrey show yet?
No, I haven't. I don't think I have.
You need to go watch. You need to go watch the Golpeadores versus Flamita and Galeno match.
Send me a link to that. Send me a link. If you have it, send me a link. That's actually does sound awesome.
The whole show, or
Yeah, you can do the whole show. I'll find it. I'll just scrub through it.
the whole the whole show is pretty good because there's also a Malafama match on the show.
What was I gonna say? I watched. I went back and I watched from Noah, Galeno del Mal against Dragonbane. That was good.
Mm.
That was awesome. I watched some other Sangre Azteca Junior and Pantera Junior matches too, like some of the tags.
It was each other. It was There's been a couple indies, right? I was watching one earlier, but I got distracted and I didn't finish the match just yet. But there was one recently that happened this month.
I was watching the ones on Wrestle Universe from Michinoku Pro.
Mm.
There was one where it was Sangre Azteca Senior and Junior against Pantera Senior and Junior.
Yeah, there's been a couple of those matches that have just been happening.
Yeah. It's a good match. I mean, who doesn't like, father and son versus father and son? That's gotta be
exactly. And it's good. I enjoy them.
I watched, actually I think I might have liked more from this week's Coliseo than I did from, which I'm not saying the Friday show was bad, but I think the Saturday show actually just had some real standout matches. The women's national, I thought that one was really interesting.
There was a couple ideas that definitely could have used some better executions, but they definitely do have they're definitely trying to improve, and they have a lot of things that they want to try out.
Exactly, they were doing things that would make them stand out.
Exactly, yeah.
Kira and Scotty, gosh, please book them more on Fridays together. They're so they're such a good pairing to me, and they've been for a while. But yesterday in this match, I was like, they very obviously have some really good ideas. The pop up, the one where Kira hits the ropes, Scotty pops her up on her shoulder, and then they line up. Well, they line up their opponents so that when Scotty pops Kira up, Scotty slowly turns, and then she does like a senton backwards, and the way that Kira falls is like a splash from way high up.
Yeah, that one was good. There was that one setup one that didn't go really well, where it was Andela was laying down, and then Scotty was gonna launch Kira, and then it missed. Kira slightly.
It wasn't perfect. Yeah, it wasn't perfect.
I'm not sure if you know the one. Yeah, I was it looked like if they could definitely improve on it, and I think when they actually finally perfected or master it, it'll definitely look a lot better.
Yeah,
it was a very interesting thing that they were trying to go for.
I mean, Candela, she did 3 or 4 things that made me say, "Holy moly!" And she, I mean, obviously, whenever she is booked, she always does something that's super cool. She's not the most polished yet, I will say that, but she is doing there's a lot of people who are not polished is the thing, but she is doing things to stand out a lot.
Yeah,
when
it's like those Calavera.
It was yes. Exactly. That's a lot of the young people are trying things to stand out, and it's making their performances a little more memorable and a little cooler, right? But which is not to say that that's all they should do, obviously, because not everything's gonna hit, and then it's not gonna look as good. But mixing those things in every now and then really helps, The one spot I wanted to talk about that Candela and Metallica had, where it was after the pop-up one that I was talking about with Kira and Scotty, and it kind of felt like Metallica and Candela were the evil versions of Kira and Scotty. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because they were doing things so then Candela, they go to the corner. Kira and Scotty are both down. They go to the corner, and Metallica stands in the corner, and Candela goes up, and Candela puts her hands on Metallica's shoulders, and then Candela does a handstand off of Metallica, and Metallica walks a couple steps. Candela drops. Metallica kind of catches her and power slams her, or like kind of like tosses her I don't know what it was. I don't know how you describe that onto Kira and Skade. I thought that looked awesome. And then Metallica obviously just does like a senton. It didn't look perfect, obviously, I think, but it was one of those things that made me say, holy moly. And then the Spanish fly that Kira did to Candela when Skadi and Metallica were on the outside, like ready to catch them, that was awesome. I said, holy moly, that was cool. And then the other matches that I thought from Coliseo were just exceptional. The three-way tag was really good, I think. And these three ways are consistently they're surprising because Los Gemelos Diablos, Los Villanos, and Calavera Jr. 1 and 2, they were really good. And the match started with a really funny bit, I thought, where it was Los Villanos were working with Los Calaveras to take on Los Gemelos Diablos. And then immediately, like, I swear to God, Los Villanos switch up on Los Calaveras and they start teaming with Los Gemelos Diablos to start beating up Los Calaveras. And then obviously, like, from there, it devolved into everybody versus everybody. But there were a lot of really, really awesome moments in that one. Like, a lot of really good teamwork. Calavera, I don't know if it was 1 or 2. There was one point where, like, he moves out of the way of Gemelo Diablo dive. Gemelo Diablo comes down to, like, accost him. Yeah. And then he swings. Calavera misses, stuns him, runs up the apron, like, in one fluid motion, which I thought was really good. Like, one step up on the apron, one step on the middle rope, both feet on the top, moonsault, perfect moonsault catch. And I thought that was awesome. But then when they got back up, the other Gemelo Diablo did a tope and just smashed into both of them. I was like, this is awesome, dude. Like, this is really good. Really creative. Yeah. This kind of makes me be like, Hermanos Chavez, you guys are awesome. You guys are great. Legendary tag run. Let's see one of these teams, or let's see the national belts, on somebody, because there's some matchups.
Why do Magnus and Rugido still have? What was the last time they defended those belts?
It's been a minute. They used to defend them all the time. You remember that?
Yeah, they were defending them often. Now it's like, where? Like, not only that, but then it's like they had several times where, like, La Fuerza Poblana would really just beat Los Depredadores, and they would never set up, like, Shelwa and Stigma versus Los Depredadores, or, like, Stigma and, I don't know, Arcadis versus Los Depredadores. Like, they wouldn't set it up at all. It's like, what? You're getting their asses kicked and you won't set up. Like, last time I think they defended was against the Panthers or something like that.
Unfortunately, too, I think Rugido's hurt, so...
Bro, come on. It's like, we need... Or just have Villanos defend their Arena Coliseo tag titles.
Villanos went out first, too. I was like, what? But the thing was, like, the rest of the match wasn't bad, so, like, I couldn't really hate. I was like, my boy just keep getting signed.
Or just have more teams, just, move up more teams. Have Gallero and Ryder challenge for national tag titles, or have Gallero and Ryder, face Los Gemelos Diablos, something like that. Give me, two of the good Ola Negra members, and I guess Espanto Jr. versus Akuma and Los Gemelos Diablo. Give me something like that.
Do you remember when it felt like for a moment they were gonna bring back like Atomicos consistently?
Yeah, and just. They do them not super often, but every single time it's just La Fuerza Poblana versus La Ola Negra.
Yeah.
Every single time it's just four different members of La Fuerza Poblana, and then it'll be like they'll switch out one member.
Yeah. Oh, they could do. I mean, they have the talent to. They have so many guys.
Use los depredadores en relevos atómicos.
Now
you're telling me you can't do Volador, Vegas, Magnus, and Oh shit.
Oh, can't
Rugido,
use
hurry up.
Ruido now.
Rugido, if you're heel,
Call up
it doesn't
Mercurio.
matter. Exactly.
They could do 3 and a mini. Mercurio's not even that
Exactly.
small though. Mercurio's like,
He's really not.
so
He's
you
just
know,
yeah. So it's like and then have them face I don't know Sky Team plus someone else. I guess.
Sky Team and Atlantis Junior.
Sure.
Shell Juan Yutani.
Honestly,
Uh,
I hope Sherwa and Atlantis Junior do keep teaming together.
yes, yes, dude, yes. They're good. They're good together. Like that's a good tag team.
Because like Atlantis Junior doesn't have anyone. I mean, El Tapatio is still green as hell, so it's gonna be
Yeah,
a while before he gets elevated up the card.
yeah. And like they both have kind of like similar styles, you know, like
Exactly. It could be like a
classic.
modern day version of Atlantis and Angel Azteca.
Yeah, like like classic. And I think I kind of want to talk about that a little bit because when I was watching Shell Juan Yutani, which again their match Relampago from Coliseo was good. You guys should watch that one. It went to a draw, but this is one of the most ethical draws I've ever seen. So, like the finish was really good. Sherhua gets like he was going for like a superplex, I think, in the corner.
Pressed
Utani,
him.
yeah, Utani reversed it, and then Sherhua reversed it again into that press. Because Utani stunned him. He was because he leaned over to get the suplex. Utani smacks him, and then Utani goes up, and then it was a really I think it was a smart way to set up the press, that military press. Presses him, throws him down. I think Sherhua goes down. There's only like 2 seconds left, but he was still going for the pin, and then Utani kicks him like in the head, and it knocks Sherhua down too, and that was just a draw. And the crowd was, they were really into it. They wanted more. But the
Yeah.
entire time, I was like, Sherhua, like, he stands out by being classic. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
there are people who, well, I mean, there's just not a lot of guys who like are earnestly trying to emulate the, old style.
There's very few.
The old style in a modern setting, because like obviously some of the stuff is not going to play as much. But you can
I can
get
think
it.
of maybe like 4 guys. Literally Sherwa, Los Karma, and Magnetico. Like that's it.
It's a rare type. Like everyone, and I'm not saying people should stop trying to be like, but there's a lot of guys who are trying to stand out by like high flying, right? And it's like there are some amazing things you can do, right? But I feel like at this point it might be harder to stand out doing some of that stuff. Like how many crucifix drivers, how many destroyers,
Exactly. Especially with Rudos, like I'm not trying to see you do a crucifix. I'm not trying to see you do a crucifix driver, a destroyer, or a Spanish fly. Rudos used to get over by taking these crazy ass bumps,
Yeah.
being willing to base for these technicals like crazy. Like you think someone like Ultimo Guerrero got it easy because he was doing all this flippy shit. No, he was catching people and taking these crazy ass bumps.
And like a lot of them were more willing to look the fool. It feels like like
Exactly.
you have to be willing, like um to you can't be trying to get the crowd to to chant "This is awesome" as a rudo.
Exactly. You're supposed to be. You're an asshole. You're there to take you're there to take the punishment from the technical. You're supposed to make it look believable that you're beating them up, and then when the eventual comeback happens, take that crazy bump for the technical.
And
Make
you
it
can
look
still
good.
win. The thing is too, you can do all that and you can still win as a rudo, right? And like, but like you can cheat a little bit, bend the rules a little bit. Those tropes, even though they're tropes, they still work. It's not like they're like, and I'm not saying that everything has to end with like the rudo like bumping the ref and then like low blow, something like that. But like there does have to be a little more creativity. It feels like sometimes.
Exactly, dude. Yeah, like I'm saying, mask pull is fine. Put your foot on the rope or something. Make it look. Just outsmart the ref. And then whenever you get taken out of the ring, don't do some of these very silly, dumb whenever they go out of the rings. Do like the salida de bandera. Men used to do that. Why aren't salida de banderas anymore?
Nobody's hitting that. Nobody's hitting that no more, man.
Like
We're losing recipes.
Stuka Jr. is like the one person that still does that.
Yeah.
He makes it look terrific, okay? We need more people to be just doing salida de banderas.
Speaking
more
of
punches.
I was gonna say, speaking of good rudos, the main for Coliseo was Cavernario and Soberano Jr. against Atlantis Jr. and Titan, and they won. Cavernario and Soberano Jr. won. It was a good match. Crowd, they got the. I mean, I feel like almost every other match now gets the "Esto es lucha" chant. But this one I did think was pretty good.
It used to be a country. It was. I actually haven't watched. I'll watch it today.
It was good. But I will say, I think the earlier three matches, the women's tag, the three-way tag, and Sheho Yutani, I think those captured me a little more just because there was more. Like, I kind of know what to expect from the main,
Yeah.
But the other three,
yeah,
I was like, wow, those were surprisingly very, very. I mean, not surprisingly, but like they were very, very enjoyable. Sin salida, the 2 matches announced.
Yeah. The only matches announced are the low carders with cage match, and then Los Hermanos Chavez. What's the name?
The World Class Wrecking Crew, I think, or the West Crew.
West Coast. West Coast. No,
it's
World
like
Class.
New Japan Strong Team.
The one New Japan Strong Team.
Do you think they'll win, or you think they'll lose?
Yo, fuck. It's New Japan Strong. I don't care.
Dude, did you see Andrade's on the New Japan card?
Yeah, that's funny.
That's the best booking Ghetto's ever done, dude. Book Andrade. You see what happens when you book Andrade. You sell out the Tokyo Dome.
You see what happens whenever you trust Rush. Because none of this would have been possible without Rush and his lawyer.
Exactly. Got him out of that no compete. That's so clutch. I was like, man, that's awesome. Like, they said he was going to be out for a year, man. No way. That would have been a travesty. That would have been horrible. I know, I know people sign contracts or whatever, but like some of the stuff in those is like, come on. You wouldn't want this to happen to you. Why are you trying to defend it happening to somebody else? Yeah. It's whatever. But I saw that they're selling, Tanahashi his last never went back to CMLL, unfortunately. That was it for us. We did not get the Tanahashi appearance this year.
It happens. He was literally asking during Fantastica Mania.
They said, sure, boy.
Like, nah, man, we'd rather have more AEW wrestlers on Fantastica Mania Mexico.
Oh, man.
They said, nah, man, we need what's the name? We need Action Andretti in Arena Mexico instead of Tanahashi.
They were on fan. I haven't even seen Action Andretti in a minute. I haven't heard anything about him in a minute.
Good. Keep it that way.
They had Yota Tsuji. He's going to be you think? Well, I guess you don't really watch New Japan.
I'm not
watching New Japan, but
I'm not watching it live. Okay, I'm
going to bed.
Exactly, I'm going to bed. Like,
I'll try and wake up just in time to see all the clips before they get copyright striked.
Yep.
Interesting though. I mean, it actually is genuinely interesting to me that they were like, he got in the United. He's on the United Empire side. I was like, well, okay, that's interesting. I thought he'd be on like the fake or the former Ingobernable side, but I guess not. I don't know.
Oh,
they're doing over there.
Faction. Yeah, that's what it's called.
I'm not gonna pretend like I'm a New Japan expert here. We just like to make some jokes now and then about all New Japan, what they're doing over there. I'm trying to think. What else will be on Sin Salida? Honestly, it's like this week.
I'm not sure. The only thing that I know is that the Noah New Year show has Alpha Wolf facing Dragonbane for the GHC National Championship.
See, I'll watch that. I'll get on Wrestle Universe unless it's one of those shows that's not on Wrestle Universe for some reason.
I'm not sure. It might be. I haven't checked.
What was the one we were waiting on? Do you remember?
It was the Daga show, wasn't it? The Daga?
Did that one get put up?
I think so. I watched it.
Oh, I'm gonna have to go and look for it.
I watched it through VK. It was Daga. It was I think Daga and Daiki versus Los Golpeadores.
Yeah.
I think that was it. I think that was it was that show.
I'm gonna have to go back and look for it.
I'm just waiting for all these hype ass matches from December to get uploaded because they uploaded. I think it was what was it? I think it was Flamita versus Dragonbane. I think was the match that they uploaded. This random indie it was like an empty, like it was like there was not many people in attendance, but they had Flamita versus Dragonbane, and I haven't watched it just yet.
There's a lot.
It sounds good.
I gotta make some lists for this week. I'm always like, I don't know. I'm always like, what like, like what categories, like what sort of like, how do I break this down? But
I always just pick and choose. I just pick and choose whatever I'm vibing with. Like if I'm like, oh hey look, if there's an SEW show that just got uploaded, okay, I haven't watched it. It has SEW. They had two very good matches. They had on their La Posada show. They had Herodes Jr. versus Idol Boy. That one was really good. And they had a surprisingly pretty good three-way between Poison Jr., Mike Awesome's GOAT, Rick, the Suplex Machine, and Brian La Bomba Villa. That match is pretty good.
There's a lot to watch. God almighty.
There's lots. Oh, yesterday I was able to catch up on a match that got uploaded like the 11th. Like, or it happened on the 11th, It's like I'm trying to catch up. It was Los Lobitos versus Las del Rancho. That's a great match.
Send me a link to that one too. You were talking about that earlier. They had that match earlier this year, right? With where they had one crazy spot to the ramp.
Yeah, they had the cage match, and then they had the crazy ramps. They had the two matches against Los Porros NG.
Damn. I mean, they're putting up some really good matches. Some guys don't put up as many good matches as these guys from the sound of it. I'm trying to think if there's anything else because we've just hit the hour and we're gonna wrap up here soon. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I'm forgetting. I've seen a lot of posts. This is more just like something I'm seeing online. I've seen a lot of posts since the Triple A show last week, Guerra de Titanes. And I'm just gonna say this. Obviously, like they're like how do you say, like fanboy kind of war posts, like Triple A versus CMLL kind of guys. Like I don't want to call it tribalist because I don't know. You can call anything tribalist, but it is like that type of post. I've seen a lot of them, and a lot of these, like, you can't really take any of these seriously, but they are kind of funny to look at sometimes because I'm like, well, how did you get this narrative? Because the narrative that is kind of getting pushed by a lot of these, like, I guess content creators is that, and I've seen this post, it's like they were like, oh, after Guerra de Titanes, CMLL is dead. Undertaker has killed CMLL with Guerra de Titanes. Great job, 10 out of 10. And I'm just like, you can say that the show is good. Like, that's not a controversial thing to say, Guerra de Titanes. I thought, for the most part it was good besides the one sour point, which makes it sound like I'm a lot more down on it than I am. But you gotta understand, Wagner is my guy, dude. Wagner, Hijo de Dr. Wagner Jr., that was my dude, bro. Like, I was like, triumphant win here. And then it just got overbooked. But the reality of the situation is that both promotions have been selling tickets crazy. CMLL just sold a complete weekend this week. Friday sold out, Saturday sold out, Sunday sold out. 1 week, less than 1 week removed from their supposed death after Guerra Titanes. We have to be stronger on some of these narratives. We have to hit a little more specifically, because that one is just like, I saw that and I was like, that is a funny thing to say, but at the same time, come on, man, you gotta see this. Like, they're very clearly not hurting, and like, we like to make jokes about WWE, NXT Mexico, all that as well, but they're selling tickets like crazy. So they have the AAA fan is enjoying what they're getting right now. It's gonna be interesting to see what happens next year. I don't know where any of this will go, but we'll see. I don't know. You got any thoughts on that?
No, just that they should bring back El Patron.
I thought you wanted El Zorro back.
Both of them. I need Patron, El Zorro, and Electroshock back.
Yeah, some of these guys. When was the last time Electroshock was booked on AAA?
Who knows?
It had to have been like Orígenes, right?
Yes, something like that. And I need a Superfly back too.
Yeah, there's a lot. I have seen one complaint I have seen from some AAA fans is that, I think we mentioned it the last time as well, but that reminded me of it again. It's like the variety of guys, of AAA guys. There's a lot of different WWE guys coming in, but the variety of AAA guys is like not as great as it was before. Maybe some guys obviously some guys are going to get phased out, like like older people are obviously going to get phased out.
Sorry, Charlie Manson.
Some younger people feel like they've been kind of phased out too, because now they can just get the Evolve guys, like the Evolve, NXT,
Fiscal.
So I would say they should probably correct that next year. Maybe they are just trying to I don't know the strategy. I'm not gonna say anything about it too crazy, because you know what, it's obviously working for them, and they very much are. The AAA fans are supporting it still. So I mean, if you like it, you like
bring
it.
Bring back Pierrot Jr.
They didn't bring Fresero Jr. That's where it all went wrong.
They only brought him in for that one. They only brought him in for that one summer show. It might have been Verano de Escándalo last year.
Yeah, and then never again.
That's it. Exactly. We need Pierrot back, because he was in El Loco, and then he kind of just disappeared. I want to see what his reaction is to Lorian betraying him. And this guy is, I don't care about Michael Wolf. I don't care about him.
Anyways, I think, Aficionado of the Week, you got it, so you can.
Let's go with, let's go with Baby Ian on the Discord. Yeah. Baby Ian, otherwise known as Super Plátanos. Plantanos.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Aficionado of the Week.
Yeah. Great honor.
Can't get over that. I can't get over that. Can you make that the thumbnail? The fake Andrade versus Místico.
That was crazy. That happened though. I would be like, holy moly!
It's Dia del Inocentes. You have to make like a fake, or make a fake title, like a clickbaity thumbnail.
Yeah, we should have done that. But we would have had to start the episode with that.
It's fine. It's fine. Just put it like end of the podcast part 2, because I think we already did.
Yeah, we already did it once. We already read that. We already read that angle.
Okay.
Soups is missing. Parentheses.
Maybe some people didn't watch Guerra de Titanes, so we'll say Patron back in AAA. Make that the title.
They would get so mad at us. I don't know. I'll think of something. I don't know if ethically I can do that one, but
It'd be hilarious though. Imagine if we and then you add the hashtag triple A lucha libre in the description, and then triple A fans click on it like you fucking liars.
They get so bad at us, man. We be cooked. Oh, they're not listening anyway. So, all right. I think this is the end of this episode, though. So, everyone listening, thank you again so much. We will be back in 2026. First episode back, the best of 2025. Year in review.
Yep.
Yep. So, please come to that one. We will have that out next week, since the year ends on Wednesday, 31st. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
To everyone who listened this year, thank you again so much. We hope you had a fantastic holiday season spent with family, friends, food, whatever brings you comfort and pleasure.
Alberto Patron matches bring me comfort.
And we hope that 2026 starts off really well for you as well. We hope that you continue supporting the Club Lucha Podcast. We didn't have as many episodes this year. But we get to it as best we can, and we trying to be a little more structured in 2026, for real this time. And big things coming. So again, thank you again so much, and we will talk to you next year.
Peace.